Well, hi, and welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Car Reviews. Actually, it's one of Wally's weekend drives, but we're going to build in a review here for this 2021 Jeep Wrangler right here. And it's a 4xE, meaning it's a hybrid. Not very often do you see a hybrid Jeep. In fact, this is the first one I've ever tested. Really impressed with it. Right up front, the first thing that you notice is great lighting on this in the bumper and the headlights both. But telling you it's a hybrid right here, when you see these blue hooks or any blue tint to the logo or anything on a car, generally means it's a hybrid. So if you take the hybrid part here, made it with the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder motor that's in there, it's making about 475 foot-pounds of torque. And I took this off-road, and frankly, it just about coasted uphill with that amount of torque. It was really, really easy to go. And I saved the battery till I got off-road. So I used gas on the pavement to get out there. Once I hit the dirt, I switched over to full electric, and this thing was a pleasure to drive. I mean, there was no torque lag, no nothing. It's like all you had to do was point it at the hill, hit the gas pedal, and it just climbed right up the hill.
Real quiet too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, real quiet. Now, Heath, we were talking just before we went on air here. Basically, this has like lockable rear differential and front differential.
Yes.
Has that. What else does it have in there?
Well, a few other things. This is the Rubicon model, so it's going to be more. Even though all Jeeps are made for off-roading, this is going to be a little bit more for if you really wanted to get into rock crawling, something like that. You can lock up that back axle. You can get it to where it's going to creep with the lower gears and get up those mountains and do whatever you want it to do. Right,
and that's where that torque and that electric motor really came in handy. 20-inch wheels right here. These are pretty big wheels for an off-road vehicle. You know, for the motor to turn. Again, you know, kudos to that electric vehicle on there, because the electric motor actually is what makes it all happen. And you see here, it does have the pop-off tops. We took the driver's side top off. You can take it off in 3 parts. There's 2 fronts and oh, I guess there's not one in the back. Just the 2.
Actually, you can lift that whole top off right there. They actually make a lift for it to where you can take that whole top off.
Oh, I've seen that. They go in the garage.
Yep.
And it's like a pulley system.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So if you like going topless, when out here in the summertime, it's probably a little bit too warm to go topless. But now we're heading into the sweet part of the year for sure, weather-wise. One thing also that we want to talk about is this J Plus booster here, made by Juice. You're going to see a lot of new aftermarket products coming in with all the electric vehicle push that you're seeing. And this is actually not just a charger, but it's a conditioner. And more than anything, you can switch it from 110 to 220. So if you buy one of these, you don't have to have the station put in your garage. You can plug it right into your dryer outlet. And it comes with about 10 different adapters, so it'll fit pretty much anything. But looking down here again, remember I was telling you about any of the blue on the Jeep or on the logo? You see right there, that's going to be the case for sure. Now, let's take a look inside, because just like any good Jeep, it's comfortable. It's washable. We got leather, or not leather, but cloth seats in there. So if you do make a mess, it's pretty easy to clean up. Also, if you look in the center there, in that red area there, you're going to see where you can lock and unlock your differential, as well as your sway bars for, like you said, total articulation if you're doing rock crawling or something, so you can really step over these big rocks. That's a big deal. Now, if you look up there, you see an 8.5-inch screen with the U-Connect up there, is their operating system. And this thing, let me tell you, going down the road, on-road, off-road, it's quiet. You can talk to people inside. It's going to have a little bit of road noise, but nothing like it used to be. So the Jeep has really taken a big step forward here. If you step into the back, Maddie, what you're going to see here is, as you're dragging your passengers down the road, they have a 110 outlet back there if they want to plug any of their devices in, or if you want to plug in your curling iron or something, if your wife's going with you. You never know. They always like to do, their curling going down there. But let's walk around to the back here, because one of the things that we're really going to see is the fact that there's cargo room back here. And Lord knows, look at the size of that bag right there. All of your tops fit in there, and there's still room for a cooler. And if you look underneath here, what you're gonna see, this is where you keep the charger that's in there, so you take it with you no matter where you go. So Heath, there's a couple things. Now, Earnhardt's been around since 1951. you've got another Jeep store out here besides yourself.
We do.
You have like a good competition with them, or do you guys like fight like cats and dogs for numbers?
No, not really. Our sister store located at Val Vista in the 202 is actually the #1 volume store in Arizona. And then when we came out here 3 years ago, we started giving them a little bit of run for their money. They know we're out here, but it is good competition, good people, and just like any Earnhardt store, we make sure we take care of the customer.
That's right. Gilbert store is located off Val Vista in the 202, the Santan 202. You're out here in Cave Creek, or not Cave Creek, rather Queen Creek. But the fact that you guys have totally taken over like the southeast part of the valley makes it real easy to come out and check out a Jeep. Earnhardt is known for their Jeeps. They are the Jeep experts for sure. So do you have any kind of deals going on with them, or is the factory offering anything, or just the shortage is this kind of?
Well, what you have going on right now, especially with your hybrids, is you have a $7,500 incentive to go electric right now.
Wow.
Okay. So that's one of the big things. The other thing that we're doing, especially for the holidays coming up, and both of these are sold, Wally. You can see the one in Tuscadero and the one behind us in the Gecko Green. But what we're doing is we're assuring customers that if they come in and they put an order in for one,
right?
Okay, that is their locked-in price. Even while other dealers are going to premiums on vehicles, we are setting that price at MSRP. And we won't change if they come in and order a vehicle.
Okay, so he just brought up a good point there, folks. Two things that this Jeep gives you and the Earnhardt people give you. Number one, it's a hybrid. So if you're looking to save on fuel because the price is going sky high on gas, we see it every time we fill up, that's gonna save you money there for on the gas. And then also, if you pre-order now, it locks in the price, because I don't think inflation is done stretching its legs yet. So if you lock in your price now, by the time you take delivery of it, might be a couple $1,000 savings off that $57,000 price tag here. But then you take away $7,500, like you said, for the feds, so it brings it down, and then you guys might be able to save them some more money a couple other places, because I know the Earnhardt dealers are always looking out for you. So stop on out here to Rodeo Jeep out here in Queen Creek. See Heath, tell him you want the Wally deal, man. You've already seen this on the air. You want this car in this price at this color.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Wally.
Sure thing.